Isaiah 29 and verse 15. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark. And they say, Who seeth us? Who knoweth us? Our praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Charakakodash. Double honors to our elders and our apostles of Great Millstone. And a salute to the sincere elect out there. Keep pushing. Woe. Woe means destruction. Woe upon this place, yeah. Yeah, bring it. And the Lord is bringing it. The Lord is bringing that heat, right? For those of us that are aware of it, and even for those that are not aware of it. You know, just on the way here, you know, we're seeing there is a paradigm shift, a change in places, you know, in a particular era where it's supposed to be somewhat upmarket, so-called middle class. Now even here we're seeing the Edomite them sitting down on the ground, on the ground, and that's where they belong, on the ground, you know. Hence the term base. The word base means bottom, you know, low people. So yeah, in areas where actually everywhere now, these people are just becoming lower, going back to their original state. Everywhere you go, everywhere you look, over here in Babylon, you know, their kingdom and the mother of Babylon over here, and over the daughter of Babylon over there in the Americas, in their kingdom, they're becoming their original people, their base men. Job 30, right, which is a beautiful thing, right, with their hands out, begging, right? So that's what we're going to get into right now, you know. Yeah, that woe means destruction. So there's definitely, it's creeping up upon them, right? It's very, very subtle, but it's very, very obvious to see, right? These so-called people that are supposed to be somewhat proud, right? As we know, we're hearing the stories, you know, homeless, they're becoming homeless, they're in their cars, right? They're getting on TikTok and all the different media outlets and crying foul, throwing their toys out the pram. And we're just gonna let it be known, you know, because yeah, when we be praying, and this is what we've been praying for, this is what we've been seeking, this is what we've been asking for the Lord, you know, in all our previous lives, that the times we've been on this earth, because we've been under these devils, feels like forever. But yeah, we're at the end. We're at the end, man. We're at the end. Isaiah 29, reading on 16 says, Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Yeah. And once upon a time, you know, you just walking around proud, chin up, heads up, chest out, you know, looking down on other people, down your nose at other people, other nations. And now other nations are looking down at you, right? And you coming up to Jake now, the so-called white man, right, and white woman, coming up to Jake and with their hands out. But the scriptures say, man, woe unto them, woe. Yeah, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel. Jake's woken up now, and he sees what you be doing, right? And it's on all levels as well, on all levels, even the 2/3. 2/3 be going into shops. This is what I've been hearing. Going into shops, you know, just their local corner shops and saying, we know you Edomites, right? In various different places. We know you Edomites. We know that you're the Edomites. So it's all coming out. It's all coming out. And it's obvious, right, for everybody's eyes to see if you pay attention. Right? And that's the spirit of the Lord, right? It's the spirit of the Lord. It's condemnation, right? Whatsoever a man seeketh, that he should also reap. Whatsoever a man soweth, that he should also reap. So That's the woes, the destructions are coming upon these people, and it's creeping up on them. Deuteronomy 30:7. And I'm just here, just while I've been gathering my thoughts. I said, let me just while I'm at my pit stop right now, while there's no one here, right? This is a little spot. It's a nice little pit stop, because you got a combination of heat and breeze, and we're still in the midst of a little bit of a heat wave, so we're just enjoying that, right? Reflecting on the downfall of this wicked place. Yeah, and it's just obvious and it's blatant to see. You know what I mean? Obvious and it's blatant to see. So it's a beautiful thing. We're going to catch here, right? We're going to catch here, put up curses, right? Because this, as the scripture says in Proverbs 3:33, I went into it yesterday. The curses are upon the house of the wicked. And every time I mention it, and I do videos on certain things, the Most High manifests it. So he's manifesting it for us to see, right? The video I did yesterday, the curses upon the house of the wicked, my eyes opened up even more to see the curses upon the eyes of the wicked, because the Most High manifests it, right? So the point I want to make in this video is that, we want to play a part, a massive part, and we're seeing it in turning this thing right side up, this kingdom right side up again. All right, and we're going to be in our original positions, right? Riding upon the horse, not the servants riding upon the horse, the kings, right? The princes, the kings ride upon on the horse, and the servants ministering to us. Let's get that. This is a quick video, Lord willing. I just want to put this vibration out there. Most High's bringing it, right? He's bringing it. Everything that the devil's been doing in the earth, going around the earth, pillaging, robbing and graping, right? Men and women, children, is coming back up. It's coming back upon them. So Isaiah 61:6 says, "But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord." Yeah, right. They're going to be coming and ministering to us, and the rightful rulers, not no King Charles, right? Base men sitting in royalty with the royal attire that belongs to us, right? All the royal attire, the royal, what they call that, the king's jewels that they've stole, what they're brandishing, the rubies, the crown, the scepter, right? Because the scepter said that the scepter shall not depart from Judah. So that's that's Judah's scepter. As a matter of fact, when Yahushua come back, he's going to take back everything what's been stolen. So, but ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you the ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and their glory shall ye boast yourselves. Yeah, we're going to boast, right, in the things that belong to us anyway. We're going to take it back, right? The word for that is spoiling, to be more specific, taking back what belongs to us, right? Because these are base people. The only thing that they really and truly have, which really is being on the ground, seeing them on the ground, is where they belong, and begging, right? Mount Seir, their original spot, which that don't even belong to them. That don't even belong to them anyway, right? Their caves, their what you call them, sort of like chiseled out caves. Mount Seir, Petra, because that's all they are. And even today, these high-rise buildings, they're just chiseled out caves, because they're getting back to their original state, and that's where they had a like to live. The original cavemen, the original Captain Cavemen. That's why we saw Nero 47, talking about he's going to build a ballroom, right? And he was brandishing it. I've done a video on it, a ballroom resembling Petra, resembling the Roman buildings with all the posts and the pillars and everything. So yeah, that's Roman. He's representing, a picture that's painted 1,000 words, demonstrating that they are Rome all over again, pursuant to Revelation 13, around 4. It goes into that, how that they are the revived Romans that been risen again from their death stroke. And that's what they're doing. That's what they've always been known for doing, pillaging, taking things that don't belong to them. But there's going to be a paradigm shift. There is a paradigm shift. Not going to be, there is. Yeah? So Isaiah 36 again, Isaiah 61 again and 6. But ye shall be named the priests of the Lord. Men shall call you ministers of our power. Ye shall eat the riches of the Gentiles, and their glory shall ye boast yourselves. Yeah? Hand it all back, right? And bow your ass down. The Prince and the Pauper. Yeah, for those of us that may have saw that movie, The Prince and the Pauper. Right? There was a change of guards, right? Change of clothes, and the true prince went into oblivion. He lived as a pauper, and the pauper lived as a prince, and it played out for a period of time just to see what it was an experiment. But there was twins, and The Prince and the Pauper is a classic movie. That's really what happened with us, right? The true princes are here, right, as servants, and the paupers are on the horses, as it says in Job. But there is a reversing, and it's taking place now. 7. Now, I just want to hit a couple of these scriptures just to make the point. Isaiah 61 and 7 now. For your shame ye shall have double, and for confusion they shall rejoice in their portion. Talking about Yahshua Allah. Therefore their land they shall possess, and possess the double. Everlasting joy shall be upon them. Yep. Right, when we're restored back to our original position. Yahshua Allah. Right. Princes of the power. Yahi, Shah, Prince, Allah, power. Yeah? Princes of the power. Yah, Shah, Allah. Yah, Prince, Shah, Yah, Prince, Shah, power. I'm saying it wrong. Yah, Shah, Allah. Yah, he, Shah, Prince, Allah, power. Yeah. Yahshua Allah. So, yeah, we're the original princes of the power. You know what I mean? So we're going to be restored back to that position. Sons of God. Originally, we were known as sons of God. Then Israelites. Now, once again, we're going to be known as the princes of the power. The 144,000 is going to be made manifest that we are the sons of God. Right? Yahshua Allah, the princes of the power. It's going to be known. It's going to be evident for people to see. So these are the type of things we meditate upon, right, from time to time. Sometimes we meditate. I'm getting it. Let me calm down. Just taking the breeze. Right, it's mellow here. There's no one here right now. There ain't. Give it time though, and then I'm gonna keep pushing. But right now, there's no one here. We take our time. We breathe. We send up this curse upon Babylon, and let it play out. Right. So the Most High gonna restore Yahshua Allah, the princes of the power, as we know. And there's times we meditate terror, and there's times we meditate upon what we gonna get. Not long now. So keep fighting, Akim, in this time of Jacob's trouble, right? Jacob's trouble, apostate sellouts and agents, right? We see everything is playing out according to the Most High's plan, according to the Most High's movie, right? So the paradigm shift is at hand. For the Lord loveth judgment. Yeah, he loveth judgment. Yeah, he loveth judgment. And hate robbery. That's why we're seeing the devils. That's why we're seeing the Edomite devils down on the ground. Right? In their positions where they belong. On the ground with their hands out. Looking at Yahshua Allah for help. Right? That's the way it's supposed to be. Right? For I the Lord love judgment. Yeah. And he say he hate robbery. So it just stands to reason. It just makes practical common sense that all those that stole and robbed going to be spoiled, and they're going to be in a position where they're supposed to be, with nothing, begging, right? And I will direct their work in truth, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them. For those that never looked up, didn't believe, and had just was looking down their noses at us, right, as they was going past. And it's up to this very day they be doing that in Harlem. And over here in Babylon, or the mother of Babylon, they have their tour guides looking down at Jake, mocking Jake, going through the inner cities on their bus, pointing their fingers at Jake and hissing and wagging their fingers, right? It goes into that in Habakkuk, or it might be Lamentations. They be looking down at us and wagging their fingers, but no, time's running out. For the Lord loved judgment and hateth robbery, for burn offering, and I will direct their work in truth, and I will make an everlasting covenant with them. So yeah, we want to play that part. Lord willing, we get to play a position, or a great big part in restoring this kingdom, right, from the upside down to the right side up, right, as it says in Isaiah 29 and 16. As a matter of fact, I like to, since I opened with it, I'm gonna end with it. It's a beautiful thing. So yeah, Isaiah 29 and 15 says, woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? Yeah, by the likes of these leaders, so-called MPs, politicians in Babylon, right over here in the Houses of Commons, and over there in the Senate, over there in America, right? The secret councils, but they think nobody don't know Wagwan. Right? They don't know that chariots, the angels of the Lord, can't hit. They see everything. The eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. So they see all and know. And Yahweh Shem Yahushua is omnipotent, right? Nothing you can't hide from him, right? Not even your skull and bones secret councils can hide from him. 16. Surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay. Because that's what it's like right now. Esteeming alphabet people, right? Esteeming crazy people, esteeming feminism, highly esteeming feminism, women above men. Surely the women themselves shall surpass the men. That's being esteemed, put in high places. And Kevin Samuels, just a carnal man, but he was very analytical, and he exposed that too, which we know he got that from the men of the Lord anyway. But all these red pill and blue pill people now on YouTube doing their podcasting, exposing, and it's having a big part as well. This is all the spirit of the Lord, right? The Most High's movie playing out, and that's a part of bringing this place the right side up again, and it's going to be turned the right way up again. And we're going to play the 144,000 elect men led by Yahushua, King David, and the 12 is going to play a big part. And we want to be in that number, right? Turning everything right side up again, because all of the wickedness and folly is in high places, being highly esteemed, right? So surely the turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as a potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not. Yeah, that's how you devils, that's how you get down. Ungrateful, spoilt brat children, Edomites. That's what you say to the Lord, right? In your spirit, that's what you say. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not, or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding. Yeah. Ungrateful, wicked Edomite children, poking your finger, right? Making fun of the elect, right? The so-called black people on the whole, and that in that, by doing that, you're sticking your fingers up to the Most High. But it's all turning right side up. It's coming back at ya. It's coming back at ya in your face, right? Now you're going to be in low places, right? Sitting on the floor with your hands out, begging for change. And you're on the floor where you're supposed to be, Edomite. So I just wanted to throw that vibration out there. The Most High is manifesting things being turned right side up again. The devil is being found out. Right? All his secret counsels being found out. All the files are being found out. He's being found out as the thief for what he is. The Wada Yahweh Bashim Mashai, Kala Yahweh Bashim Mashai. Until the next one we act.